Okay, so next thing to cover would be how to set the IP of our PLC. So it could be that by mistake you changed it, or you're initially trying to set the IP for your PLC. Okay, so you'll see that as I go through, I usually set the IPs as 192.168.0.10, and then for HMIs I do 0.12. So we're going to set our PLC to 192.168.0.10. Okay, so I've opened up my TA portal here. Okay, make sure to have your PLC powered up and an Ethernet cable connected to your PC and your PLC. That would be essential to talk to our PLC. Make sure you have your Ethernet cable connected and you got power to the PLC. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on Accessible Devices. So we're coming down here. We're going to click on Online and Diagnostics. Okay, and then once we've done that, then Accessible Devices should be available right here. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to choose Profinet. Then we're going to use our interface. So depending on what your computer is using, this may not be the exact same as yours, right? But find your Ethernet connection and then start a search. Okay, it looks like it's found an accessible PLC. Beautiful. Okay, so mine already has that IP address, but we're going to show you how to actually change that, right? So next thing we're going to do is we're going to come down here to show. So you may not have a specific IP address yet. Let's hit show. Okay, this may come up to execute this function. The PGPC requires an additional IP address and the same subnet as your PC. So hit yes. Okay, additional IP was added. Hit OK. That may or may not come up depending on what you've done previously. Okay, beauty. So now we're in the main window, right? If this is not available, then click on this one to expand our project tree. And then we're going to come down here and we need to find our Ethernet connection here. And then there's our PLC there. And then we're going to go down to Online and Diagnostics. Okay, right here. Okay, double clicking on that. Okay, let's move this over for now so we can see this. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, so single click on the arrow beside functions to access the drop-down menu and select assign IP address. Okay, so we're going for diagnostics, right? Then we're coming down to functions. We're going to single click on this guy, and then we're going to assign an IP address right here. Okay, so click on this guy. Beautiful. Fill in the IP address that you prefer as well as the MAC address, then click on assign IP. Okay, so you're going to physically type in whatever IP address that you want. Remember that these three first numbers should be the same as your PC. And then the subnet mask is usually 255.255.255.0. Okay, if you're making use of a router, then we've gone over that. You can click on here, and then you put in your router address. I believe that's usually 192.168.0.1. You're either just talking directly to the PLC, or you're using a router, or you're using an Ethernet switch. I've got an Ethernet switch because I have also got my HMI. So figure out what you're doing, and then put your IP address in, and then we're going to click here for assign IP address. Okay, so that looks good. Now let's go down to the command prompt, right? So we're going to go to command prompt. Okay. Let's move this over here so we can see it. And we're going to ping that IP now. So we're going to ping 192. For me, it's 192.168.0.10. Okay, whatever IP address you decided on, then see if you can ping it and see whether you get a reply. Beautiful. Okay, so it looks like everything's set up there, right? So that's good. It says, note the PLC IP address should now be updated within TIA portal. See above, PLC1 has now assigned an IP of 192.168.0.10. Okay, so let's close this command prompt. Okay, and then let's go back to our PLC here. And yes, my PLC now has 192.168.0.10. Excellent. So those are all the steps in order to set the IP for the unit, right? So again, we went to online and diagnostics, right? Then we went to functions, and under functions we went to assign IP address, and then we were able to put in our specific IP and then assign the IP address. Okay, hopefully everything worked out for you. Sometimes, like, you'll make a mistake, right? And you download something to your PLC with a separate IP, and it messes things up. So you can always follow these. Come back to this video at any point if anything was screwed up, and hopefully everything works for you, and you now have your IP set for your PLC. Okay, so there is an off chance that that didn't work. Like if you were astute, you would have noticed down here that I had an X when I said, "All right, everything worked perfectly," but I knew that it didn't work properly because I had an X there in the bottom right, and it was saying that it wasn't able to fulfill what I was asking it to. It wasn't able to fulfill that change in IP address. So the reason for that, I believe, is that if your PLC has a program that's already in there within assigned IP, then you're going to have to open up an existing program and then just download the program with a new IP address. Right, so I've got my base PLC program that we just went through on the previous video, and I've changed my IP address to 192.168.0.14. Okay, right now I'm going to go to accessible devices. I'm going to start a search, so Profinet Ethernet connection. Prior to this, if I haven't mentioned this earlier, you may want to do this. So go to network connections. So you're going down here, you start your search menu, type in network connections, find your Ethernet, click on this and go to properties. Okay, come down here to your Internet Protocol version 4, TCP IPv4. Click on this guy and then go to properties. Oftentimes it says obtain an IP address automatically, like if you're getting your IP address from your internet provider, but oftentimes we just want to have a stationary IP address. So for this guy, we're going to click on use the following IP address. We're going to do 192.168.0, and then let's just do like 123. Okay, subnet mask should be 255.255.255.0. Okay, that way you know that the first three numbers are going to match with the IP address of your PLC. Okay, so we're going to hit OK, hit close, and then minimize this guy. Now we can go and do a search. Okay, so here you can see that I did in fact change the IP address to 0.14. Okay, if I hit apply, then when I get to here, I'm not able to change the IP address here. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go to my PLC. So I already have a specific PLC that's set up from the previous video. I'm going to go to device configuration. I'm going to click on this portion, so the outside portion of the PLC, and I come down to properties. And then these properties should come up. If it's not available, you're going to grab this and drag it up. And I'm going to go to Ethernet addresses, and I'm going to change the Ethernet address to 0.10. So I'm bringing it back to 0.10. Okay, once that's done, then I'm going to download this base PLC program and the hardware configuration. So I'm coming up to PLC 1, right-clicking on this guy, going to download to device, and I'm going to do the hardware and the software changes. Okay, I can also just do the hardware configuration, not worrying about the software. Okay, starting a search. Right now I can see that in my computer program, I have 0.10. Out in the field, my PLC is currently addressed at 0.14. Okay, so I'm going to choose this guy, load this up, knowing, can I move this over? Knowing that the IP address in my PLC, my IP address in the PC is 0.110. Okay, so let's load that up. Okay, so we're hitting load again. Okay, make sure that you choose that you're starting the module. Hit finish. Okay, so down here we can see loading complete, 0 warnings and 0 errors. Excellent. So now let's go over here to our PLC. We're going to go back to the online and diagnostics. So double clicking on these guys. Drop this out of the way. Okay, it'll either say start a search or go online. And right now we can see that we got 168.0.10. Let's see if everything's cool now. Okay, we're going here to functions, assign an IP address. And now we can see that we have the IP address of 192.168.0.10. So we were successful in changing that IP. And if I go over to the device configuration, again, go to the properties here, then I can see that I do have 0.10 there. Beautiful. So everything seems to be working out now. So hopefully everything works for you either one way or the other. But oftentimes when we download our PLC programs, that will be able to change the IP address within your PLC. Okay, hopefully everything works out because this is the beginning of the course, so we really want to make sure that everything is cool before moving forwards. if I screwed you up, then go back to your base PLC program and just forget everything that we just talked about. Okay, we'll see you on the next video.